Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this is another singles ranking video and this time it's going to be singles by Wings, or Paul McCartney and Wings. Now it's very important that I say the word Wings because Wings have to be credited on the A side. So if it's just Paul McCartney or Paul and Linda McCartney, they don't get in. Now I also know that some Wings songs were used as B-sides for Paul McCartney solo songs, like Coming Up had Paul McCartney and Wings doing the live version of Coming Up on the B-side, but I'm not counting that. It has to be Wings as the A-side. Other examples would be My Carnival, I think is credited to Wings, the B-side of Spies Like Us. Mama's Little Girl, I think, was credited to Wings on the Put It There single. So between 1972 and 1979, Wings, or Paul McCartney and Wings, had 22 singles in the UK. 12 of them got in the top 10, one got to number 1, and only one of the 22 didn't manage to chart at all. So I'm going to go through them in my order of preference, and like all these ranking videos, is all subjective. It's just what I like, and there may be a few surprises in here, and there's reasons as well. Like, I just don't pick it just to make it a surprise. There is certain reasons. So we'll start off at number 22, and I will say there's very few picture sleeves here because in the UK there is not many McCartney picture sleeves. I do have a couple of imported ones which I will show, but that's only about 2 or 3. So mostly these singles will be rather boring looking. Okay, at 22, and I'm going to give it to Give Ireland Back to the Irish, which was a number 16 hit single in 1972. I don't like politics in music, and especially when it comes to My Little Country as well. So no, I don't like it. I don't like the song, I don't like the words, but I must admit I really do like the B-side, which is a Back to the Irish, or Give Ireland Back to the Irish version, which sounds completely different. It's a bit of an instrumental, but it doesn't even sound as if it's a direct instrumental of the A-side. It's just a pretty good song, but the A-side, I just don't. It looks as if the reason why I don't like politics in music is it tends to alienate the fans. So it does split the fans, and I think it's really unfair. I generally don't like celebrities spouting off their politics and trying to preach to you, and it's the same as pop stars. I don't like it either. The song has to be absolutely brilliant for it to break that like barrier for me. So it gets my number 22. At number 21, and a number 42 hit in 1978. And it's I've Had Enough, and it's the second single from the London Town album, and it's a rather weak rocker. It's not very good. I'm not going to say it's very generic, it's just not great. There's so many songs off that album, especially Cafe in the Left Bank, which to me was screaming out to be a single, but it never was, and I just don't really like this at all. At number 20, and a bit of a surprise I think, but I've never really enjoyed this either, and it's Junior's Farm from 1974, and it got to number 16. I don't think it's very good. The B-side, however, Sally G, the little country song, I think is magnificent, and I'm not too sure if this was a double A-side. I think Junior's Farm was the A-side, well, I'm counting it as, and yeah, no, not great. Sally G, however, really good. At number 19, and we have a little bit of a theme going here. And this is Hi 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 from 1972, and it got to number 5. And this is another rocker, which I don't think is very good either. And again, the B-side, the reggae tinge Sea Moon, is far better. Now maybe this too was a double A-side, but I believe Hi 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 was the main song played. But if I was going to choose Sea Moon as the A-side, it would be higher up in my list. But Hi 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 was never that keen on it at all. And at number 18, and we have yet another rocker, and this is from 1979, and this got to number 60, and it's Getting Closer. This is better than those other ones. I do actually quite like this. I know the lyrics can be a little bit silly, but Paul McCartney's lyrics quite often or silly, but that doesn't bother me. I just get a little bit fed up with it halfway through. It sort of runs out of steam very quickly for me, this song, but it's still not bad. At number 17, and a single from 75, and this didn't chart at all, and it's Venus and Mars going into Rock Show. Yeah, I don't think it's a good single. I do love the Venus and Mars part, and yet again I love about the first minute of Rock Show, but as a single it doesn't work, but it's not bad. It failed to chart in 75. A number 16 and a number 35 hit in 1979, and it's from the Back to the Egg album, and it's Old Siamser. Yeah, I think this is actually quite good. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit groovy. It's a little bit more funky. It's a bit of a rocker as well, but it's not the same type. And I think this was quite an adventurous single, so you know, I give him kudos for that. But yeah, it's still not one of the best. But I guess my number 16. A number 15 and a number 60 single from 1978, and it's the third single from London Town, and it's the title track. Now, I used to hate this. I used to think it was dreadful, but I actually really do like it now. I don't think it's a fantastic single. If it was, it should again been the third after Cafe in the Left Bank, which never was. But yeah, it's pretty good. So that gets my number 15. A number 14 and a number 41 single from 1975, and it's Letting Go, the second single from Venus and Mars. This is like almost like a direct copy of Let Me Roll It. Well, I think it sounds like it anyway. It's okay, but it's not a fantastic single. It's a better LP track, and that gets my number 14. At number 13, and yoo-hoo, we've got a picture sleeve here. And from 1973, and a number 12 hit, and it's Helen Wheels. Now, Helen Wheels, I've always said, is Wings' only glam rock song. It's got a glam rock stomp. I think it's really good. I think the B-side of it, Country Dreamer, is even better. It's a little country number, a little country acoustic number. But Helen Wheels is good. It was on the US version of Band on the Run, which I don't think it fits, but yet again, it's what you're used to, and the people in America are used to this on Band on the Run and will probably defend it being on the Band on the Run. But to me, it's a standalone single, and it's quite good. At number 12, and it's a disco single from 1979, and it is Good Night Tonight, and this got to number 5. I told you a lot of these are very, very boring sleeves. Yeah, it's got a good B-side as well, Daytime Nighttime Suffering, but I still do prefer Good Night Tonight, and it was good to see him in the top 10 in 79 when he was starting to get a little bit forgotten about, because his last couple of singles didn't do too well. So that gets my number 12. And number 11, and it's the first single from London Town, and this is With a Little Luck, and this got to number 5 in 1978. I think on the strength of Mulligan Tyre as well. It's a good song. It's a little bit bland. It did get to number 1 in America, but yeah, I do like it. I think I appreciate it a lot more than I did then. But yeah, With a Little Luck gets my number 11. Now, the big surprise is my number 10, and I do really like this. These 10 singles I think are all magnificent, and the reason why this is number 10, and it gets him a number 10, because it's one of the first records I ever bought. I was, what age would I have been? I would have been about 6 years old whenever I got this, and I remember it vividly, and I had it in the picture sleeve as well. Now, I did give it to my brother, and I've since acquired it elsewhere, and that's Mary Had a Little Lamb. Now, somebody made a comment on one of my McCartney videos, I think it was the Pipes of Peace v Tug of War, and he says, I like what I like, and I totally agree. I think this is a really, really good song. I believe it was written, you know, after Hi 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 and Give Iron Back to the Irish being banned by the BBC, but it really works, and it is my favourite of his children's songs. Really do like it. And Little Woman Love, the B-side's actually not bad as well. So Mary Had a Little Lamb gets my number 10. At number 9, it got to number 9 in the charts, by the way, in 72. At number 9 and a number 7 hit in 74, and it's Jet. Yeah, I do really like it, and I love seeing Alan Partridge do his impression whenever he plays it in his hotel room, I think it is. It's a good song, some silly lyrics again, just trying to rhyme, but it is a very, very good rocker, and it's one of his best rockers. Maybe a little overplayed, but I still do enjoy it very much, so Jet gets my number 9. A number 8 and number 9 hit from 1973, and it's My Love from the Red Rose Speedway, and this is such a beautiful ballad. I could have seen this as a Beatles single as well, and the guitar part by Henry McCullough is wonderful. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful song. A number 7, and it's the second single from Speed of Sound, and it's Let 'Em In. I think it was the second, yeah. Yeah, I really do like this as well. I prefer it now than I did then. I love the drums on it, and it's almost like the flute on it as well. And the way it builds, I think it's just a really, really good song. So that's my number 7. And number 6, and one of my favourite Bond themes, and it's Live and Let Die from 1973, and this got to number 9. Let 'Em In got to number 2 in 76. Yeah, this is really, really good. Maybe again this is overplayed a little bit. I think he plays this in every concert, but I've never seen him in concert, so it doesn't really matter. I think the actual instrumentation in the middle of it is what really makes this, and it makes it sound like a Bond theme as well. Absolutely excellent song. That gets my number 6. And number 5, and the first single from At the Speed of Sound, and the number 2 hit from 1976, and it's Silly Love Songs, and this is magnificent. The bass line in this is absolutely brilliant. The horns are brilliant. It's just an absolutely fantastic song. The only thing I will say is maybe a little bit too long. Maybe a minute could have been shaved off it, but still, it's an absolutely magnificent piece of work, and it thoroughly deserved to get to number 2. And number 4 and a number 28 hit from 1977, and it is Maybe I'm Amazed. Now this is credited to Wings. This is the live version. Yeah, I don't know which one I prefer, this or the studio, but I really do like this live version. It does lift the song a good bit as well, especially with the backing vocals. Really, really good, and it deserved to be far better than 28, and it's often regarded as Paul McCartney's best ever song, even with or without the Beatles. So that's Maybe I'm Amazed at number 4. At number 3, and we have a number 3 hit from 1974, and it's Band on the Run, and this is a 3-part song, and it's really, really good. Again, this has been overplayed, but I've never actually got fed up with it, and yeah, I absolutely adore it. And the B-side of this is Zoo Gang, which I think was a little TV show thing, which I think the B-side of this in America was something different. It might have been 1985, I'm not sure. But yeah, absolutely brilliant Paul McCartney song, Wings song I should say. Paul McCartney song, let's be honest, but still number 3, and I got to number 3 in 74. And my second favourite Wings song, or single, from 75 is this number 6 hit, Listen to What the Man Said, from Venus and Mars. I think the backing vocals on this are absolutely amazing. It's a brilliantly constructed pop song a la McCartney. I absolutely love it. It really is that good. And to me, these top 2 are a good level above the rest of them. This is absolutely fantastic. So Listen to What the Man Says gets my number 2. And my number 1, and it's the number 1 hit from 1977, and it's a standalone single, Mull of Kintyre. Now this was a double A side with Girls' School. Nobody ever played Girls' School. It's a good song, Girls' School, but it's nowhere near the quality of Mull of Kintyre. This got to number 1 9 weeks, 9 weeks between Christmas and the start of the new year in 78, and it is still to this date the best selling non-charity single in the UK ever. That just tells you something, so I absolutely love it. So Mull of Kintyre is my favourite Wings single. So that's my ranking of the Wings singles from 72 to 79. I know there were a few surprises in there, but still hope you enjoyed it. and be kind in the comments. Okay, that's me for now. All the best. Bye bye.